Some days merely pass. Then there's December 8th, a date absolutely packed with world-changing events, from dramatic executions to the very dissolution of empires. You won't believe how much history happened on this single day. But before we dive into the pivotal moments, did you know December 8th also has a knack for producing iconic figures? Legendary rock poet Jim Morrison, Hollywood superstar Kim Basinger, and global music sensation Nicki Minaj all celebrate their birthdays today. Quite a lineup, right? Now, let's explore the incredible history December 8th has delivered, presented chronologically from the past to more recent times. Our journey begins in 1793, amidst the French Revolution. Madame du Barry, once the extravagant chief mistress of King Louis XV, met her tragic end on the guillotine. Accused of treason and aiding royalist émigrés, her execution in Paris served as a stark reminder that no one was safe from the revolution's merciless, all-consuming fervor, regardless of their past status or wealth. Leaping forward to 1854, we witness a monumental moment in religious history. Pope Pius IX, speaking ex cathedra, formally proclaimed the dogma of the Immaculate Conception of the Virgin Mary. This declaration asserted that Mary, from her conception, was preserved free from original sin. This solidified a long-held Catholic tradition, profoundly impacting Catholic theology and devotion worldwide, remaining a cornerstone of Marian veneration. Just 15 years later, in 1869, another pivotal event for the Catholic Church unfolded. The First Vatican Council convened in Rome, bringing bishops from across the globe. Called by Pope Pius IX, its aim was to define Catholic doctrine concerning the Church and address challenges like rationalism. Though interrupted by war, it famously produced the dogma of papal infallibility, asserting the Pope's inability to err when defining doctrine on faith or morals. Moving into social and labor history, 1886 saw the official establishment of the American Federation of Labor, or AFL, in Columbus, Ohio. This national federation of craft unions focused on tangible goals: higher wages, shorter hours, and better working conditions. Led by Samuel Gompers, the AFL became a powerful voice for American workers, significantly shaping labor laws and improving industrial workers' lives throughout the 20th century. The early days of World War I brought us to 1914 and a significant naval engagement, the Battle of the Falkland Islands. Off Argentina, a British squadron decisively defeated a German East Asia squadron. This victory not only restored British naval pride, but eliminated a major German naval threat in the South Atlantic, securing Allied shipping lanes and marking a crucial shift in the naval balance of power during the war. Few dates are as etched in modern memory as December 8, 1941. The day after Japan's devastating attack on Pearl Harbor, the United States officially declared war on Japan. This swift action brought America fully into World War II. Following suit, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand also declared war, signifying a unified Allied response and irrevocably widening the global conflict that would consume the world. Jumping to the mid-1970s, Greece underwent a dramatic political transformation in 1974. Following the collapse of the military junta, the Greek people voted overwhelmingly in a national referendum to abolish the monarchy and establish a republic. This historic decision formally ended over a century of monarchical rule, replacing King Constantine II with a new democratic government and paving the way for Greece's modern parliamentary republic. The world paused in shock on December 8, 1980, with the tragic news of John Lennon's murder. The legendary musician, songwriter, and peace activist, a founding member of the Beatles, was shot and killed outside his New York City apartment. His senseless death at 40 sent shockwaves across the globe, robbing the world of an iconic voice and leaving an indelible mark on music history and popular culture. His legacy, however, continues to inspire. Towards the end of the Cold War, 1987 brought a glimmer of hope for de-escalation. On this day, U.S. President Ronald Reagan and Soviet General Secretary Mikhail Gorbachev signed the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, or INF Treaty. This landmark agreement was the first time the two superpowers committed to eliminating an entire class of nuclear weapons, ground-launched ballistic and cruise missiles with specific ranges. It was a crucial step towards reducing nuclear tensions. Finally, our chronological journey culminates in 1991 with one of the most monumental geopolitical shifts of the 20th century. The leaders of Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus signed the Belovezha Accords, declaring the Soviet Union had ceased to exist. This effectively dissolved an empire that dominated Eastern Europe and challenged the West for over 70 years. The signing marked the end of the Cold War and reshaped the global political map forever, creating independent states. From empires falling to iconic lives ending, December 8th delivered incredible, impactful history. Want more historical deep dives? Hit that subscribe button.